Hello everybody, Ian Robs here. Welcome back to another episode of Counterline. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. We are just doing a little fertilization mission here, making some extra cash since we spent most of it. Let's go ahead and give our cows a little bit of straw here, because apparently this was the problem I had with this earlier on, is that it wasn't registering that there was actually straw in here, but now it's registering that there's straw in here again, which is good for us, of course. So let's go give them some straw real quick here. There we go. Top up their straw. I don't know what their other needs are right now, but I'm sure they need some straw at the very least. Yeah, straw. Yeah, that's the only thing really. So we're good there. And we have 72,000 liters of milk we need to sell. So we're going to do that shortly here. There we go. Let's give them the rest of this one too. And we are currently making a little bit of hay, or have our forage harvester or our harvester currently taking down, or speed blower, whatever you want to call it, taking down a little bit of hay right now. And then we also have, oh, that's all we needed. Perfect. And we'll just switch over to that first little thing here. There we go. We didn't have any need to be taken out anyways. Perfect. Alright, so that's that topped up, which is good. I don't know how much manure we actually have. I was hoping to use some of the manure, but we really don't have that much. Not yet, at least, so it would have been nice if we had had a large amount, but we do not. Well, we have 136,000 liters of manure. That is probably, I don't think it's enough to do a whole field, to be honest with you. So currently got the cultivator doing this, and he's on his last couple passes here. So when he gets done there, we'll be able to actually start seeding something, and that is already 3 stages of fertilization. So we really don't need to fertilize at all, now that I think about it. And then we also have the Force Grits harvester working away over here. It works pretty quickly actually for such a small little harvester. It does not a bad job at all. So we're gonna let him do his thing. It is currently 11:57 in the morning in game, and my hope is that by the end of today, in game, we will have enough. Well, enough time will have passed so that we can actually get some hay. Let's give our cows a little bit of water here. I think they're maybe topped up on water. Yeah, they pretty much are. And that's why we didn't go and get some milk, basically. Now I could just get another one of these trailers, I suppose, but they go through a lot of water, so I'm not too worried about it. And what I could do is I could use, instead of using this one for the water, I could use the telehandler and just have them do a couple passes back and forth now that I have that course play course. So that could be an option too. And I don't know, that's a lot. I don't know if I can, oh, well, it's a doable thing. Apparently they have it set up so you can use the actual front loader function on it. Or is that the leveling function? I think it's the leveling one. Yeah, leveling and compacting. I'm looking for this one right here. So they haven't released that one yet, so I don't know if it's quite worth me doing it manually or not. Because the way they have the manure set up over here is that you actually have to pick it up manually. You can remove the loader. I don't know what that does. I think it's just a nice little graphic, so you can remove that. Or you have your slurry pit right here. So either or, basically. Alright, let's top up the third TMR as well, and then we need to get a baler. There we go. Just topping up their TMR. They already have quite a bit of, apparently, which is good for us. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at the seater options. I think what we'll do this time is we'll just use the slightly smaller seater. I think that's going to be our best bet. So let's do. So we used the biggest one last time. That didn't take very long, but we needed to rent a second tractor for that. Let's see what the. So 450 horsepower is the requirement on this guy, which is 18 meters versus 25. Well, that's quite a big difference actually. And what's this one here? This one is 12, 12, and that one is 25. So we don't have the biggest tractor for that yet. But we do have tractors enough. We have enough tractors for this, so we could do this very easily. So 200,000. I could use this tractor and I could use the Big Bud. Either or would work in this scenario, so either or. So let's use the Big Bud, I think. What we'll get this one working on though is, so we have that right there, and I think we're okay for silage bales at the moment. Yeah, I think we're okay for silage bales at the moment. So I don't know if we want to go ahead and make if we stick, I guess we should stick with rounds, because if I move over to squares then I have to get a different wrapper and that's a pain. So that guy's ready to go when that grass turns, so he's on his last pass here. Perfect. Let's go to the southern tip of this map, or this field I should say. There's some bits and pieces missing, but that's okay. I'll live with that. The seeder we're going to rent anyways is, I guess I could just go to the harvester, which is right there. What was I going to say here? I forget now. So planting season for soybeans, corn. So we could actually plant corn, which was, if we take a look at our rotation, we put soybeans in that just failed miserably, and we can actually put corn in pretty easily too. Planter, what's the biggest corn planter? 18 meters. It's the same size anyway, so. And what's our rotation? After that, it is, oops, corn, and then canola. That one doesn't do canola though, does it? Nope. Sunflowers. Okay. Yeah, so let's rent 18.2. This is the one we started off with, that's the funny thing. But that's the one that had that weird, it would just slide all over the place. That one does almost everything it does. Not canola though. Cotton, sugar beets, wheat, barley, oats. That's canola. So we started off with that one and decided we didn't need it. Go figure. But this one doesn't do fertilization, and it doesn't do direct seeding either. Or this one doesn't either actually. None of them do. But the fertilization part was a part that was like, ugh. So let's go ahead and lease this. Change it up a little bit. So we can actually just use this one, since we have to wait for the grass to dry anyways. I might as well start working with this one here. Anyhow, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I like the Fendt too. There's our wagons we didn't use last season because we planted too late. Alright, let's grab next one. Here we go. Darcy, hello, what's up? Let's go ahead and grab the seeder over there, the Horse Maestro. I don't think I've ever used a seeder before. It's part of the horse pack. And the problem I just realized is that if we plant corn, I need to get a corn header. Oh, the 450's done now. Okay. So, what to do here? Let's get some seeds in here, I guess. Could just hire a worker easily enough. We'll do a little bit of manual work ourselves, I guess. I think we have some seeds kicking around over there still too anyway, so we'll get them out of our yard, which will be good. In corn heads, I think there's a few options available to us, so which is good. And that's lime. Let's go down here and grab this pallet of seeds, I believe it is. Right here. So if we open up the hatch. Oh, we got it already. Wasn't much in there. Okay, let's go into the shop and fill up on seeds. Got to keep our cows happy. Now, one thing we could take a look at some point is that's herbicide. I think this is the salt fertilizer I'm looking for. It is. One thing we could do is we could put a building that mixes the TMR for us. So for example, if we go to buildings, animal pens, I guess it is, it's the maybe it's not in the animal buildings, maybe it's in the silos. Yeah, here we are. So the mixed feeder right here. So silage, straw, TMR. And that's before the cows, and there's also one for the pigs. That's $225,000. So, okay, and let's grab some more seeds, which I think is in the inside here, if memory serves. Oh, there we go. Yep. That's the right place. And while that's filling up, let's check our progress on that one contract. Almost done here, 97%. Just gonna wait a second or two here. All right, let's head back out to the field. And I believe we do have a GPS course set up for that field, if memory serves, which we can work on that. Hello everyone, Blokey, what's up? Alright, let's grab the GPS. Which I think is this. We want initial lines. Let's get lined up here if we're going to use this. There we go. So 18 meters wide on this one here. And let's set our A point here. And then set our B point. There we go. And we want the lines to show. Yes. And we also want the auto width to adjust to 18. There we go. Perfect. And let's complete that contract there. And let's get this guy off the field because We don't make any money when you spray field already done. Where is he? He is in field. Field 2. Is there anything for 3, 5, or 1? There's 6. Field 9. Which isn't too far, actually. Let's do that one. Another big contract. Might as well. If we can make some money from this. Because remember, we are actually renting this, so the more money we can make, the better it is. I'm doing very well, thank you, Blokey. How's life been treating you? You keeping busy with YouTube and whatnot? Let's have this guy over to field 9, which is this way in the north. Got 100,000, which is a good start there. That will allow us to potentially buy something. And field 9's kind of, if I follow the contour of this field here, should be able to find field 9 pretty easily too. Yep, YouTube and Twitch going as it should be. Excellent. And here's field 9 up here. Ookadook. It's a big field. Course generation, we're looking for field 9. Headlands, we want 2's fine, clockwise, up and down. I know it doesn't really matter where they start. Smooth headland corners. Yeah, so we'll stick with that. So working on headland passes, yes, up and down. Racetrack, spiral, up and down. What am I working on? I'm thinking of experimental, up and down, the racetrack, no. Spiral, no. Yeah, I guess it's up and down. Short edges. Yep. 9's a gigantic field too. Let's see how this course gets generated, because I suspect what will happen is, oh no, it's not so bad actually. There's a part there I thought I was gonna mess that up. So this is save F 933 meters. And let's just line it up here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's do a little bit of seating here. So let's back this up a little bit here and get it turned on. Oh, that's cool. It kind of bounces. Neat. Alright. Turn that on. Get lined up here. And let's verify our width is correct. Width 18 meters. Perfect. We should probably do it by this, just there's a little bit of overlap. Lower that down. And let's get to it. Plant a little bit of corn here. Oh, that doesn't, oh, because it doesn't till. Oh, that's right. It's a pain in the arse. Totally forgot about that. Whatever. I don't care that much. That is a really cool looking cedar. Look at that thing. It's just all over the place. Undulating with all the terrain. That is really neat. Wow, that's cool. What's new and exciting with you, Loki? Reach any big milestones on YouTube or Twitch? We're gonna run out of seeds hella quick with this. Down 8%, and I've done one pass. Yeesh. That is going to be interesting. There we go. Make the turn here. Get lined up again here. There we go. Not too bad. We'll do a couple headland passes to clean up the edges too. So it won't be too bad. I mean, in an ideal world, we'd have selective row hard planting, so then it would automatically just stop planting on the rows we've already planted on. But you know, it doesn't really make it that much of a difference in this game. In real life, of course, it does, but no, not in this game. So sweet. I do love the GPS mod. I really like the way they've done it up this time around, in comparison to, like, you know, previous versions of. Well, this is the first version of this one, I should say. But let's say previous styles of it, because of course the other versions of it's just the GPS mod, which is completely similar but very different to this one. Of course, so that was really cool to watch. Look at that thing. That is super, super cool. Don't know if you can actually watch the gauges change on that or not. Not sure. And let's pop over to this guy real quick and take that off. And get him off the field here. Do a little turn. Let's get that little bit there. And then this little bit up here, because our cedar does not cultivate at the same time, which makes our lives slightly more difficult, especially when you're planting corn. Let's get that one too. Perfect. Good. Wasn't sure if it was going to continue to fold or not. It's funny, you can just hop out of the tractor just like that and have it running and everything, doing everything at the same time still. Good. Make the turn out here. Got lots of space. Get lined up. Drop her down. I think there are some other controls you can do on this. Offset, no. Snap triangle on. Show lines on. I think there's one other one I'm thinking of. Well, maybe I'm just imagining things. I thought there was one where you could change the distance from the edge, but I must be imagining things. Thought that was an option. 13% done on that contract there, which is good. I mean, we're paying for it. If I go into our statistics, where am I here? This one right here. And we look at property income, 63,000, what we're making from our solar panels, which is good. Vehicle leasing rate is 15,000, which is, we're still making money, which is good. But if we look at the fertilizer cost today, or today I should say, sorry, $30,000 in fertilizer costs, although we still made more than that. So we made 50 grand on that contract, so even without the fertilizer. Now if I could make my own fertilizer, that'd be kind of cool, but I don't know if there's a mod for that yet. Country Gaming, what's up? And I don't think it'd be worth it either, because the extra hassle to make the fertilizer. I don't know. There used to be some mods you could do that with, so I don't know if they're still around or not. Alright. Here we are on the edge. And the GPS will automatically stop us, which is nice. And the nice thing about that is, with the GPS automatically stopping, it will kind of give us a decent headland to begin with, which is good. Get lined up there. Lower the seater back down, or the planter I should say. It's not too bad. 18 meters is, you know, sufficient. I mean, in reality, we shouldn't be using any fertilizer at all, now that I think about it. Because this should already be fertilized. But I guess if we're missing a spot or two. Needs plowing? No. Needs lime? Well, there's a little section right there that needs plowing. According to what that's telling me, at least. Not a lot. Just watching you on the farm sim. Nice. Was it a hot day today in Australia? Or where you're located, at least? Thank goodness for the suspension seat here. Jeez. The air ride seat? I couldn't imagine this without the air ride seat. Oh no, we're gonna have this soybeans just kicking around here again. Oh well. Nothing can be done about that. Gonna have to get some more seed soon. Luckily we're not too far. And we do have some options for headers as well. We need a corn header. So that's the big one for the John Deere. It's 9 meters. I don't think there's anything bigger than that. Oh, there is. The Quasar Capello. CR 1090, the ideal. I bet you that would work on the John Deere too. There's no reason why it wouldn't. So that's a 9 meter head. Oh, 15 degrees. That's a gorgeous day. That's basically the kind of weather we've been having lately. 15 degrees. Sunny. The last couple of days have been gorgeous. It's been difficult to have to stay inside and do work. But it has been quite nice. Oh, actually, I didn't never notice that before. Oh, I never noticed that before. There is a little cruise control button, or light I should say, that comes on. Let me see if I can just... See that button that's coming on and off there? Right by the speedo? That is the cruise control button. I never noticed that before. That is super cool. It's also a parking brake button too, but there's no real parking brake in this game. Not that I know of, at least, unless they added it without unbeknownst to me, which I suppose is entirely possible. Now, what's the rotation supposed to be after corn? Canola, so I have to switch seeders again. It's a pain. I should have just bought the seeder. Yeah. Because you can get, let's see here, planters. Oh, maybe you can't. This one's a really neat one too. I thought there was one you could actually just do everything with, but I guess not. I guess not. Okay. Sugarcane technology. Sugarcane's fun and all, but no. At least that's my take on it. 28. Well, that's not too bad. I guess we got like 3 or 4 passes done. I guess this is where it's nice to have a vehicle to go around with the seed tender. There we go. Lift it up. Take the GPS off. Make the turn. Not too sharply as well. Yeah, because there is a, if we look at auger wagons, I believe there is a seed tender you can get. There, right there, seed runner. Right in front of our face. 8,000 liters, and we would need a vehicle to tow that. I don't think our truck has the option of, he's working away there. I don't think our transport truck has the option of the trailer hitch. I think it might do. I don't know for sure though. Nah, don't know for sure. So we're in late spring planting corn, and I should have checked that. Can we plant corn right now? Yeah. Whew. That would have been bad. If I'd planted, won't get an early frost, so, or won't get a frost. Could get an early frost in the, the fall, but not necessarily right now, so we're good there. Excellent. Excellent. Alright folks, just noticed the time. I need to get off to work. My name's Ian Robson. I hope you enjoyed. If you like what you saw, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more FS19 on County Line, of course. I'll catch you guys later.